In this video, I really just want to share some of the major dangers and side effects with the drug Symbicort. Also want to share some other choices which could be better than this drug when it comes to breathing problems. Now, before I begin, down below in the description there's this link, and if you click on it, I'm giving away this free video guide all about dietary supplements, shopping for them, giving you like tips on that, and how to compare those types of products. The thing is, breathing is pretty important, right? We have to breathe, and this drug works by reducing inflammation in the airways, which can help somebody breathe, and it's commonly prescribed to people with asthma, possibly lung disease, some breathing challenges. Now, if you don't have insurance, this drug, which is an inhaler, is going to cost somewhere around $300, which is kind of expensive, and it lasts for about 30 days if you take 2 puffs a day. So it's kind of expensive. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what are the side effects or dangers to this drug? Because all drugs have side effects and risk involved with them. And the main ingredient in this drug is something called Formoterol, if I pronounced it right. And researchers from Cornell and Stanford University, they've looked at 19 trials involving over 33,000 people, and they concluded that this ingredient here may be causing 4 of the 5 asthma-related deaths in the United States. And they think that it should be taken off the marketplace, and it's not good to buy. So if you think about that, that's kind of scary. That's pretty big. It's not good. It's a big danger. It's a big risk. You might be wondering, okay, well, how in the heck does this ingredient kill people? What does it do? How is it dangerous? And, well, they believe that, according to researchers, that the medication relieves asthma symptoms. It does do that. It can help somebody breathe. However, it promotes inflammation without warning. So in a nutshell, it helps in the short term, but makes things worse in the long term. That's not good. Now, I'll just share one study with you about this. In a study, they found that 53 of the 3,000 patients inhaling this ingredient in the study were hospitalized for an asthma attack. And they also compared a placebo group. They had about 2,000 people, and 12 of those were hospitalized for a placebo effect. So there's this increased number of people hospitalized using this drug in this one study. But again, there's a lot more studies out there that show that it could be pretty harmful. So that's a big danger, that's a big risk, that's something you should be aware of. However, there's a lot more side effects too, some common ones. So let me kind of go through this real quickly, some common side effects that a lot of people could experience by taking this drug, would be things like a headache, of course throat irritation, some stomach pain, some diarrhea, some vomiting, possibly back pain or joint pain, stuffy nose, and of course changes to somebody's voice and how they sound. Of course, there's many other side effects somebody may experience as their body kind of reacts to this drug and says, hey, what's this, or whatever. So you know about the dangers, you know the costs, but you might be wondering, okay, what do you recommend? Or is there something better out there should I know about? How about natural solutions or something like that? What do I do? And there are some, and one idea which I would highly encourage you to look at would be bee pollen. And according to the Journal of Allergy, 78% of allergy patients have received a 75% improvement after taking bee pollen. So think about that. That's pretty good. That's pretty huge. And that's just one other choice out there apart from this drug. So I think it's very healthy as consumers, as people, that we're just trying to make it here. Instead of just taking one person's advice, our doctor's advice, going, okay, you're the expert, but be a little skeptical. It's healthy to be skeptical in the short term of things, but in the long term, be kind of open-minded to ways that can help us. But also, yeah, just look at your options. Okay, look at your options when it comes to fighting off some of these health problems that which, as humans, we will get eventually. As we get older, we get problems. We have to fight them off. So that's one idea, is bee pollen. And another idea, which a lot of people overlook, is vitamin D. And when it comes to vitamins, like, oh, but I eat food, blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line, vitamins are important because we're only as strong as our weakest link. If we're deficient or missing in one little vitamin, it could really hold us back and hurt us. And vitamin D is an example of this. And definitely you could get this in like a quality multivitamin, which is probably a good idea to take every day. So in this study, researchers, it was actually issued in the issue of Annals in Allergy. Researchers looked at 60 years of literature on vitamin D with asthma, and they found that vitamin D deficiency is linked to increased airway reactivity, lower lung function, and worse asthma control. So it makes things worse. And there's a lot of ways vitamin D can help, but one way is it improves asthma control by blocking the cascade of inflammation-causing proteins in the lung, as well as also increases this protein known as interleukin-10, which has like anti-inflammatory effects, which is natural and that clears the airway. And those are just two ideas. And there's tons of things that you can do to improve your breathing. And actually, I go into a lot more detail in this free report, which below you can learn more. Another thing I want to touch base on too is when it comes to supplements, the reality is, for example, another supplement is like omega-3 can help inflammation, right? Because of omega-3, there's DHA omega-3, there's EPA, there's this krill oil thing, and like they all say great things. Which one do you get? I mean, it's hard to compare these products, right? Plus, a couple of years ago, they had all this research on Dr. Oz, and 40% of the top supplements in America had some type of problem with mislabeling and harmful ingredients in them. So you have to be careful when you buy supplements. And a cool thing about this video guide is it gives you some great tips on shopping for these products and comparing them, which I think can be very valuable to people. And I have received some great, it's helped some people out. From people that have said this to me. They really enjoyed it. So you check it out. It's completely free. Click on the link below. I hope this video was useful to some people, gave you some value, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. That helps. This video is too long already. And have a great rest of your day. All right, bye.